Sir M.V.'s foresight resulted in primary education being made compulsory in Mysore and also led to initiatives for educating girls. Having lived up to the age of 101 years, the engineering contributions of Sir M. Vishveshwaraya spanned over 80 years as an excellent engineer, a visionary nation builder, and an exemplary human being. Sir M.V. spoke about the planning model in the first decade of the 20th century. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the architect of modern India, borrowed the idea for planned economy from Sir M. Vishveshwaraya. Sir M.V. was the one who showed vision in starting the Department of Metallurgy, Department of Aeronautics, an internal combustion engine at Indian Institute of Science. The Indian Institute of Science, in recognition of his services to the institute and also to the society, conferred honorary fellowship to Vishveshwaraya, which he shared with Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Sir C.V. Raman. Sir M.V. was the General President of the 10th session of the Indian Science Congress Association in 1923. Travelling some 260 kilometers northwest of Bangalore, again in Karnataka, this is Bhadravati, situated on the banks of the river Bhadra in the Shimoga district. Bhadravati was selected by Sir M. Vishveshwaraya to set up an industrial enterprise because he believed that steel was the basic ingredient to industrial growth. Bhadravati found favour because iron ore could be obtained from Kemmangundi, limestone could come from Badigund, dolomite was available at Shankargudda, and the forests of Shimoga were a huge source of charcoal. And for electricity, the Jog Falls was always there. It was in this backdrop that this unique industrial unit called the Mysore Wood Distillation and Iron Works was set up, and soon it was here that the wood obtained from the forests nearby were converted into charcoal through the process of distillation. A pioneering industrial process, the destructive distillation of wood, was developed at the Indian Institute of Science at the request of Sir M.V. Producing charcoal had a very valid reason, because the intended product, the pig iron, simply could not be produced if the iron ores were not reduced in the blast furnace in the presence of coke, which took the oxygen away from the compound. And coke was just not available. The closest was charcoal, which could do the job almost equally well. The only furnace of its kind in India, this charcoal blast furnace, installed in 1923 at Bhadravati, made it the first plant in Asia to undertake manufacture of pig iron using charcoal. These huge stocks of pig iron produced at Bhadravati would constitute the input for making the various grades of iron and steel later. But after a couple of years of production, the enterprise began faltering and losses started mounting. The Maharaja of Mysore had no way but to look for Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya once again, because by the time he had retired from the services of being the Diwan of Mysore state. Time again for Sir Mokshagundam Vishveshwaraya to step in. Upon an invitation by the Diwan of Mysore, Krishnaraj Jayachamarajendra Vodayar, Sir M.V. joined as the chairman of the board constituted specially to look into the ills that beset the Mysore Iron Works. Soon Sir M.V. was requested to lodge at this house here at Bhadravati, very close to the works. It was in this house that Sir M.V. pondered over the technical problems faced by the steel factory long after he had retired. Getting his wares together at this office in the Bhadravati factory campus, Sir M.V., along with his engineer colleagues, thought that to remedy the constructional defects and introduce order and system in all the operations, the scientific side of management had to be created afresh. The decisions made by Sir M.V. while living here for about 7 years and working out from this office turned around the factory fortunes. Transporting the iron ore from the hilltop to the foot of the hills picked up once again. The lines came back to life. Whirring with action, the ores got transported to Bhadravati by tramway and fed into this pit here, from where it was picked up to be processed and molded into industrial products which aided the development of the state manifold. In the beginning, 1923, and the Mysore Iron Works produced 60 tons of pig iron per day. The price of the Bhadravati iron turned out to be cheaper than the American pig iron, even after accounting for transportation from India to America. The works could export 5,000 tons of pig iron to the East Coast districts of America. When the Second World War broke out, the importance of these works was realized by the British government, and its products proved to be a great help in the war efforts. Bhadravati soon came to be called Birmingham of India, as a tribute to its illustrious founder,